within the story itself. And this is a very crucial piece of information that is coming in, wherein former Punjab Chief Minister Amarinder Singh has hit out at Canada Prime Minister, tweeting the claims by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that there was an Indian hand in the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar is completely baseless, and he is only playing to the vote bank gallery. During his visits to Amritsar in 2018, I brought to the notice of Mr. Justin Trudeau how Canadian land was being used against India, and still the Canadian government has failed to take any remedial measures so far. We are playing out the social media post that Captain Amarinder Singh has posted on the platform X, who's former Chief Minister of Punjab. And this is the information that is coming in, and we will go back to Siddhant on this particular information that's come in. Siddhant, we have been seeing that the Canadian Prime Minister has been constantly speaking of how they do want to go ahead with a probe. But at the same time, all the information or whatever is being said by our MEA or even now the former Chief Minister, these information about the lists that they have been providing Canada, the concerning list where they have been providing Canada with citizens of Canada who have been threatening, going out, carrying terrorist activities within Canada and propagating an anti-India stance. No action is being taken against such people. How are we looking at this and how are we looking at the Canadian Prime Minister's stance on this particular issue?
That's right. That's absolutely right. And look, Captain Saab has always been one politician who was vocal and perhaps has always taken very tough positions when it comes to the issue of Khalistan. And perhaps in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Trudeau was here in India on an official visit. And at that point in time, he met Captain Amarinder Singh, and Captain Saab handed him the list of of criminals, terrorists, those who are on Canadian soil. And perhaps that list had 21 names, if I'm not mistaken. So that list was given to Mr. Trudeau, and perhaps he was told to act on these names, against these names, because they belong to India. They are in Canada, and they are operating openly, sitting in Canada, operating freely in Canada, and perhaps involved in criminal activities in India. But since then and even today, there has not been any action from Justin Trudeau's side. So he was by and large very ignorant, or perhaps because of his political compulsions, he never acted against these groups. And trust me, these groups are mushrooming in Canada with each passing hour. Somehow these elements manage to enter Canada by making fake passports, and then people like Guru Patwant Singh Pannu help them to get permanent citizenship or perhaps any sort of an arrangement so that they can stay there. So it is a long practice which has been going on, and since Mr. Trudeau has highlighted it, has blamed India for the killing of Nijjar.
Right.